They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Groupers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that side.
Breaks into the open.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
On 4th down, going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Groupers offense will take the field for the first time. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The groupers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Chadwick. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Looking for space. It's Lyle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll keep it himself. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the groupers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The groupers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go right back to it. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, he leads it with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Gets it out fast. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Canes have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. On to attempt the try.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Miami, 10 and 0.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The way to start backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Craig. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the groupers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a crease. It's wide. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long.
Third down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Makes the catch! They will score! Touchdown, Canes!
Officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
23 and 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
This offense will take over. First and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for space. It's Craig. Moving past the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Not taking the knee. He'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Goes to the option. Shakes off the defender. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quickly to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Tries to get it on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And he's still running after the move. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And some room to work. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The groupers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. There he goes. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The groupers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option, it's whips. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense.
Turning it on. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And third and long as a defensive lineman, man, I'm thinking fly up the field, get to the quarterback. They sneak in the option. The defense not ready. He didn't even have to pitch it. He just kept it himself and gets the third and long situation.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Chadwick. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Miami.
Oh, you gotta feel it, baby.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Throws to the wideout. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.